honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Keep putting into practice all that you have learned and received from me, everything you heard from me and saw me doing. Then the God of peace will be with you. This is Vince Hafner, pastor of the First Baptist Church of Cherryville, reminding you God loves you.
Welcome back, folks, to Rudisell Stadium here tonight. No score on the Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're listening to the West End Sales High School football game here tonight on KTC Broadcasting, WCSL, 92.3 on FM and 1590 on your AM dial. The voice of Cherryville High School, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny Aker and Tim Johnson.
Thank you, Tim. And Tim, you're going to be a voice, too, for a long time, too.
I'm planning on it.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Second quarter with Ironman.
There's a flag.
No, can't be.
He lined up in the neutral zone. That's what he's going to tell him. I can see it right here. He lined up in the neutral zone. Do what? Danny,
I don't know about that.
Danny, the defense was all sides of the football.
Yeah.
How's that offense?
I don't know, but that's what they call. So
okay.
Going in the game is Thompson, and coming out is Caden Beaver, the junior. Also going in is number 99?
Number 90's going in.
90 Tegan Strutt. Okay.
Yeah.
You got two wide receivers to the right side.
So here's a snap and a pass out to Christian Hahn, and he was open.
He was wide open. Yes, he was.
So just throw it a little bit farther than what he could get to.
Yep.
So that's going to be fourth down. Coach Pruitt, I can tell he is a little upset.
Yep. Yeah,
he had a receiver open. That was a good call. Good call there.
He catches the ball, or he gets a good throw. He's got a lot of yardage in front
of him.
He does.
He definitely had a first down. So they will be punting now. The Ironman, Christian Hahn back to punt the football. And I tell you, I love to watch – this kid can punt.
Yes, he can.
Sloan comes in the game, runs in the game.
I believe the receiver back is number 9, Jacob Glassman, I believe, number 9.
Either that or 8, one of the two. That'd be Davies.
Could be 8.
Here's a snap, and here's the punt. Nice punt.
Good
punt. High punt, Sparrow. Look at that tackle right there. Nice job. And there's a penalty. That's going to back him up even farther. That's going to be a block in the back on Community School of Davis, so that will back them up. Number 7. So that's on Community School of Davis there, folks.
A couple tacklers on that play was Colton Godfrey and Mitchell Lackey.
Boy, they had a bunch of Ironmen.
Really a host of Ironmen.
Yes, it was.
So you're right, Tim. I believe it's going to be on
blocking the back.
Back.
Yep. Want to thank the good folks here in the press box.
Oh, absolutely.
Scott Harrell, Vince Hebner, the pastor at First Baptist, and, of course, the whole entire staff here for making us feel welcome. Good people here.
Always do.
Danny, you've been.
Silas Tate in there, an H-back, man in motion. They're going to play action, and Shelby's all over it. Who got that tackle? That was a 2-yard loss.
That's Malachi Hamrick on that tackle, UNC football commit. Burns tried to run a counter play. They faked the sweep back to the right and handed out to the left, but unfortunately, Malachi Hamrick was right there to make the tackle. 2nd and 14.
Took a 4-yard loss. Took too long to develop, Jeff. I mean, it just took too long to develop, and they just couldn't hold the blocks. And Hamrick got in there and blew it up. So we've got Hamrick is number 8. Okay, I thought it was 6, and now we've got who's the ball carrier? Got about maybe a yard. Who was that?
I believe that was Wilson.
Okay, Wilson on the ball carrier. So maybe he got 3 yards. They give him a generous spot.
So he got 3 of the 4 back. So it's 3rd down and 11. Big play for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they need a big play here as they're backed up. As you know, that negative play on 1st down really hurts you, Jeff, and that kind of limits the playbook a little bit. So let's see what they do. Kind of backed up in their own end at the 18-yard line. 4 wide receivers in there. Well, 3 in an H-back, plus the lone setback is Allen. And Sweezy got induced an offside penalty, Jeff.
Yep, obviously Shelby was going to bring Malachi Hamrick again, and he just got too anxious, and so that 3rd and 11 becomes 3rd and 6. And it's one of the bugaboos for the Golden Lions over the last several years. Penalties have been a problem, but penalties have really hurt the Golden Lions this year. So
I think Hamrick's adrenaline got going after he made that big play. He was wanting to make another one, but that's going to make it 3rd and 6, much more manageable as Sweezy's got it. He's got time. He looks, he's got a man, but he's short of the first down, Jeff, as he thought he set up in enough yardage, and he didn't.
He may have it. It looks like they may give him that spot, and I don't know if it would be a bad spot.
No.
I think
he's short. Oh, my gosh, Jeff, look at that. They did give him the first down. I thought he was short.
Well,
was that 2 on the catch?
I believe so, and that's the
Okay.
difference between 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 11. So that's a good play by the Bulldogs. And again, a 5-yard penalty for the Golden Lions is a really big penalty because, like I said, 3rd and 6 much easier than 3rd and 11.
You said it. So that penalty cost the Golden Lions, and the Bulldog offense is going to stay on the field. I thought for sure they were going to spot that short where he caught it.
Well, he caught it on the 30, but he fell down at the 29.
Yes.
So it was really up to the official. And again, I think it was probably a pretty good spot.
Okay, so Sweezy's got it. Play action pass. He's going to let it go over the middle into traffic. Overthrown, almost intercepted and incomplete. Looked like number 4, Haynes, was out there. Who got the pass breakup?
Adams had a big interception to kind of save the game against Chase last week, and so he's done a good job. Adams is one of those guys that's playing both ways.
That was a dangerous pass. 2 Golden Lion defenders back there, and the pass broke it up nicely, almost intercepted by Adams, but 2nd down and 10. Now Sweezy in the shotgun again. And this is what Burns likes to do. You've seen them. They like to bark a couple signals, see if they can induce the offside. Then the offense reads, the coaches are reading the defense and calling in the plays. Shelby going with 3 down linemen and little run play, but that's not going anywhere. And I said before the game, if Shelby can shut that run down, it's going to be tough for Burns to win this game.
Yeah, I think Sweezy is really going to be the key because not only is Sweezy makes good decisions, he's got a good arm, but he can also do some things with his legs. And I can see a lot of counters with Sweezy or scrambles off the play action pass.
Well, right now, Wilson's got 3 carries for 1 yard. So they've done the job on Wilson as he is now flanked out. He comes in the slot. I think they're going to go empty set here, Jeff.
Well, there's somebody that's over to the left, but he's not close. I think that's Starnes, actually, and I think Starnes is going to be up in what Shelby calls the double hug.
Yeah, so they got Starnes and Silas Tate, the big diesel, and it's going to be a quarterback draw, and Sweezy not going to get much, maybe 2 yards, and it's probably punting time for the Bulldogs, Jeff.
Yeah, Sweezy's going to end up with 3 yards. It's going to be 4th down and 6, and that's a pretty darn good job because he was hit at about 1 yard and was able to keep his feet moving. And so 4th down.
I said on the pregame show, I said, Shelby, if we can run the ball on Shelby, we'll be doing well. But I'm telling you what, the Shelby defense has really shut the Burns offense down on that drive. So we'll see what Shelby's able to do with it on this next possession.
Golden Lions with 2 backs back. This looks like they're going to try to run some type of return. Howes is one of the young men.
Not a great punt, but it's going to end up great. Look at that, Jeff. What a big roll he's going to get all the way down to the 24s. That was a bullet, Jeff.
Yeah, that's a great punt. It's going to end up being about a 42-yard punt.
So both teams, Shelby able to get 2 first downs. Burns only able to get 1 S&R Auto Sales first down. So we'll see what Shelby does on their second possession. 6:42 on the clock. If you're just joining us, 0-0 score, first quarter, and that's on your Mr. Sparky scoreboard. So Hewitt and company back out on the field. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Little pistol said, and somebody moved early, Jeff. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Shelby.
Yeah, that almost looked like one of those situations where everybody was ready to go except the center. And so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15. That's the second penalty on the Golden Lions for 10 yards.
And that makes Coach's hair turn gray quick there, Jeff.
The only good thing about it is first and 15 is a lot easier than 3rd and 15. So.
Exactly. Looks like, is that Phillips going to get it? And then he's stacked up, and don't think he got much, Jeff.
Yeah, Phillips is only going to end up getting about 1 yard. Again, tripped up by Kahari Haynes. Nice job. And one of the things that Mr. Haynes did was he hit him low around the shins, and that's the place to hit Omar.
I'll tell you, Omar's a big boy, man. When he gets running downhill, he's hard to stop. 3 wide receivers in for Shelby. Looks like they've got 2 backs, or maybe a little H-back over there. Can't tell the number.
An H-back.
And there's Hewitt. He's got all.
A beautiful night up here, Tim. Senior night. The seniors are all excited, and I'm all excited.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Danny, I'm excited too, no doubt about that. Like you said, I agree with you. Beautiful night and beautiful field. Number 9 takes the kickoff, and he breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to be brought down by number 89, I believe it is.
Number 89 is Colton Godfrey, and the ball carrier was Jacob Glassman, senior, 170-pound senior. And
Community School of Davidson will have good field position, Danny. They're on the 46-yard line.
Yeah, yes,
47. I'm sorry, 47. Excuse me.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see the quarterback Davis Farr continue putting the ball up.
Absolutely, that's what they do. They throw the football. Here's the snap. He rolls out to the right. He's going to throw the football. Got a receiver open across the field, and he catches number 7. But there's a
touchdown.
And I told you, Arrington's got the most yards after catch. He's got 50 yards after that catch. That's an 80-yard touchdown pass.
So that is an 80-yard completion, and our touchdowns are brought to you by Numbers Bookkeeping in Shelby. So the first big play of the game is an 80-yard touchdown pass, and what number is there? 21. So that's going to be a TD by number 21, Arrington. Okay.
And now Hewitt in for the point after touchdown. This is the first time he has tried a point after because, again, Shelby's soccer team playing as we speak.
So good snap, good hold, good kick. So
nope, wide right.
Wide right?
Yes.
Okay, so the PAT missed, keeps it 6-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Take advantage of a special offer on the versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Switching attachments is simple, and a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation. The Kubota BX Series, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. You own the land. Now, make it yours. Get the Kubota BX 2380 for payments as low as $99 a month.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, off Highway 74 and Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain. Enter Compliance and Mattress Center in Shelby has just received a big new shipment of scratch and dent refrigerators. Yes, these hard-to-find refrigerators are now in stock in Shelby at Enter Compliance and Mattress Center, and a great selection to choose from. Some with French doors, side-by-sides, and top-mounted Samsung refrigerators. See them today at Enter Compliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Stadium.
Yeah, we'll talk about these seniors here when we get another break.
Here's the snap to Davies. Davies looking to throw the football, throws it, got him throwing it deep. Guy, maybe another interception, almost.
Wow.
Number 2, and that is Carter Spangler. That's the second outstanding defensive play that Spangler's made in the last, 2 or 3 minutes?
It is, and I think that intended receiver was number 8 again, Davies.
And bring up a punting situation. So Landon Hahn will go back deep for the Ironman to receive the punt. I can't see it. I almost want to say, what number is that, Danny, punting the football? Here's the snap. Here's the punt.
Number 99.
Great punt.
Number 99.
Landon Hahn takes the punt, and he's down right there on the 25-yard line.
He caught the ball, maybe gained 1 yard. But the punter was number 99, Lucas Canario. And the Ironman will take over 1st and 10, leading 7-0 the Ironman over the Spartans with 8:59 left in the second quarter.
Now, I'll tell you what, that was a great punt. That's one of the best punts I've seen all year.
Beautiful punt. Yeah.
Yes, Sparrow.
It hung up long enough
He did.
for his line and his team to get down there to cover.
Johnson, contact in the tumble, no call on a travel or a foul. It's collected by the tumbler in Davison. He feeds left to Trice, ball on a string, pops a contested 3, rattles out. Loose on the deck, won by Wisconsin, and Ford chips it home. It came to him on a bounce just below knee height, 6'2" Badgers.
Love watched the shot, didn't locate the block out. Ford gets easy offensive rebound.
Aggressive drive, out of control dribble, Baycott can't handle, end line out of bounds. It's going to be Wisconsin ball leading 6-2, and there's concern about a deficit. It was Armando Baycott himself who said this week, against Wisconsin, if you fall behind by 10, it feels like 20. Why?
Well, for one, it's because
Yep, that's a Daddy K barbecue first down out across midfield. Bandy's at the East Lincoln 49 now.
Yeah, like you said last week against North Lincoln, East Lincoln, like that play right there, that toss to the outside, East Lincoln was having none of that. They were all over it all game long. They did not allow North Lincoln to use their speed and get outside. So far, when Bandy's has done it, as right there, they're able to have some success, so we'll have to see if they can keep it up.
Yep,
That's the key.
Up the middle again to Gilchrist, and I think that's been part of it. They've had success pounding it up the middle, so that opens out those outside edges. Just a few on that carry for Gilchrist. That'll set up a 2nd and about 7 here for Bandy's. This is exactly what the Trojans want to do. Run the ball, control the clock, keep that high-powered East Lincoln offense off the field.
Yeah, and they're doing it. They're doing a heck of a job of it so far. There's another run up the middle.
Yep, Gilchrist
kind of
again.
bounce outside, and he'll get solid. Looks like about a solid 3 yards.
Yeah, another 3 on that one will bring up about a 3rd and 4 from the East Lincoln 43-yard line. And this is definitely 4-down territory here for Bandy, so maybe 2 runs coming here. Just 4 yards to get. They've been picking that up just about every tote.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to see. I would say, definitely 4-down territory. And you only have 4 yards to go.
Nice. Shearer lines up in the shotgun.
Could be a pass here.
Yeah, 2 receivers.
Oh,
he keeps it himself.
And he's
out to his left. He's got some space.
All the way down to about the 30.
Yep,
before
inside
he's taken
30.
down.
Shearer with the Daddy K barbecue first down, picks up about 15 on that run there. Down inside the 30. So we've got Bandy's threatening here in scoring position.
Yep. They be in field goal range here if they can get another 5 to 10 yards.
Yeah, they're getting close. They're knocking on the door. An impressive drive thus far from the Trojans. Feeling good after that big win over Lincolnton last week, and they've picked up right where they left off so far. Shearer back under center for this first down snap, and he gets it on the outside to DeHart. He finds a seam, and he's gone to the end zone.
Wow.
29 yards, Parker DeHart.
Talk about a completely different series of events from last week when we watched East Lincoln. I mean, he got the ball, had a huge hole, and just ran right through it, bounced it outside, took it all the way in for a touchdown.
I'm not even sure DeHart was touched on that run.
I don't think he was.
Great job by the offensive line clearing a path for him, 29 yards to the end zone. And Bandy's up 6-0 pending the extra point here. It's up, and it is good. And so Bandy's on top, 7-0. 1 minute, 54 seconds left to play in a fast-moving first quarter here. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
By Goodson back at the 44, Jeff.
Yep. What happened on that time was that they just put too many guys out there on the right side of the goal lines, and so the tackle took the first man, and nobody was able to get Goodson. And like I said, Shelby is in 4-down territory unless there's a sack, and sure enough, there was.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we think we know more than we do sometimes. Jeff. We say something, say, wait a minute, forgot to mention that. But
well, actually, I said unless there's a sack.
Unless there's a sack. Okay, I missed that one. Jeff doesn't miss much. Well, I definitely do. But it's 4th down and about 14, and Hewitt back to punt. It's got all day to punt. Lets it go, and let's see if he's going to let this go, and it's going to die there. Probably had to pick it up, Jeff, but he's in trouble, and that is Thompson, who's going to be pinned down inside the 2. So this Hewitt kid does it all, like you said, Jeff.
Yeah, that was a really nice punt. I forgot where the line of scrimmage was that time. Did you get it?
It was back at the 46-yard line.
46, okay. So that's going to be a 44-yard punt and a very small return.
So that was Shelby's driver.
The line fell on top of that ball, and I think it is secured. Let's give credit to, I think that was maybe Griffin Bland who was able to get on top of that ball. And East Rutherford is going to have it just across their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I couldn't really see who was at the bottom of that scrum. Everybody jumped down there, but credit to the East Philadelphia Cavaliers. They've got excellent field position. This is right here is where they need to put a drive together. They just got a big play on special teams. Let's see what they can do on offense here, and let's see if they take a shot with Jabbar Mays right here or T.J. Watkins.
So back to work. The offense goes, led by the QB, Aiden Lynch. And up the middle run, nowhere to go, maybe a 1-yard loss on that play. The first time we've called his name tonight, and we've called it every week. He's usually back there. Number 3, Marquise McCombs.
Yeah, good-looking running back for East Philadelphia, just a sophomore. But the defender's right there, and when he got the ball, he was able to bring him down. So a good job by the South Point defense. Let's see what East Philadelphia can do right here to gain those yardage back.
After 4 plays that started at the East Rutherford 18-yard line, it ended up being a 30-yard field goal a while ago by Simmons, and that's how we've got this 3-0 score. That's a Wayne's Lunchbox, Good Food to Go Spindale scoring recap. Here's a pass, and it is hit. It's McCombs has got it, or excuse me, Mays has got it, and a nice job. This is a good combo when the QB decides to go to Mays, and Mays is able to take that ball to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Mays. He was an even better run, and not only that, but he was going to the ground. He probably extended his arm for another 1.5 yards and got the first down for East Philadelphia. So very good play. That's what East Philadelphia needed to do to keep the drive moving. They went to Mays, who's been a big play receiver all year, and here they are with the first down at the 50-yard line.
That's a Jackson Heating and Air East Rutherford first down, and as a matter of fact, he actually got a little bit more out of that. He's at the 50, so 1st and 10, a new set of downs for Aiden Lynch and the offense of the Cavaliers. In motion is Moore, and he's trying to go to the far side and cut the corner. He has. He's across the 45 down to the South Point 44-yard line.
Yeah, I see a penalty down to the far side of the field. Let's see what they call right here. Hopefully it's against the Red Raider defense. I can't see what they're going to call.
Of all the penalty flags we've seen so far tonight, only one of some 5 or 6 have been against the Cavaliers. This time, sadly, it is going to go against the Cavaliers again. It is a holding call, and that is your latest Big E penalty flag, the Big E in Gaffney with the Putt-Putt Golf Course and, of course, the 8-screen movie theater.
And like we talked about, we see East Rutherford doing some different things on offense, and they like to do the pistol wing tee. But it looks like they're more in a spread formation today, trying to get their skilled players out on the corners. Somebody must have been playing on the far side of the field. We couldn't hardly see that. But, again, here is East Rutherford again in the spread formation here. So let's see what they call right here.
Yeah, we're under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. South Point leading 3-0. In the shotgun, and all of a sudden our QB, Aiden Lynch, saw something he didn't like, and he's going to take a timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to the Cavaliers, and on the McDonald's scoreboard, including locations in Forest City, it is now South Point 3, East Rutherford 0. We'll be back here on WHEY.
Attention contractors. H&M Industries in Shelby sells wholesale. You get wholesale pricing, like vinyl windows as low as $149 with a lot.
It's a nice job there by Torres.
Ryan McCreary was the intended receiver.
Yeah, I tell you, I thought the linebacker was going to pick that one off.
I did too.
He got a hand on it.
Oh, the Armor's going to get another interception.
I think they will
before this game's over with.
2nd down and 10, folks. For the quarterback. Here's a handoff to number 32, Chef the middle, and man, he is hammered.
He is hit hard, and
he lost a yard. I believe he lost about a half a yard. He is hammered by Chase Miller, folks.
And
I tell you.
Caleb Pope was in there on that, too.
Caleb Pope. I tell you, Chase Miller came up from the linebacker spot, folks, and he laid a blow on him.
Yes, he did.
3rd and long for the Spartans here tonight at Rudisill Field. Senior night.
You're going to see a pass play here.
Forward, the quarterback drops back, looking to throw the football across the middle. What a play there. Who is that? Is that Bowling again? Yes, sir.
It is Bowling.
I tell you, man, defense is playing strong tonight, folks.
They really are. That is the 25th pass put up by Davis Farr.
And that's going to bring up a punting situation with 3 minutes and 21 seconds left. 7-0 Ironman on to Mr. Sparky Scoreboard. It's been defense in this second quarter for the Ironmen, folks. They have played outstanding here tonight.
Third punt of the night for the Spartans.
Landon Hahn back deep. Here's the punt. Nice punt. I tell you, this kid can punt. Fair catch by Landon Hahn. Nice job. Inside the 30-yard line. Actually, inside the 40-yard line, back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, good field position to start off another series.
Yep.
3:15 left here in the first half with the Ironmen up 7-0. Records on both these ball clubs. The Spartans are 2-1, having lost to Thomas Jefferson. They did defeat Spartans defeated Union Academy and Bishop McGinnis before taking it on the chin 25-9 against Thomas Jefferson. Ironman coming off a 33-12 victory at Highland Tech last week, and it'll be 1st and 10, Cherville Ironman. It looks like it's
Thompson, quarterback. Here's the snap. Thompson looks to throw the ball out in the flat. Got a receiver open. That's Landon Hahn. He breaks a tackle. And looks like he's going to get about 2 yards on that pass play.
Yeah, not much.
That was a little slant play across the middle, folks.
Yeah, he caught the ball, secured the ball, and could not find an opening, but he will pick up. We'll give him 2.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter here tonight on the Mr. Sparky Scoreboard. You're listening to the West End Sales High School football game. Danny Aker, the voice of the Ironman. Tim Johnson, WCSL. 92.3 FM, 1590 AM.
Wide left is Christian Hahn.
Got Landon, his brother, on the right. Here's a snap. Thompson hands off to Sloan. Sloan's got running room. He breaks a few tackles, and he's up to about the, looks like 38-yard line, I believe it is.
It is. That's Cooper Sloan's 6th carry. He'll pick up, let's give him 6 yards on the carry. John Abernathy says hello. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3 for the Ironman. Big 3rd down here, Danny.
Yes, it is.
Need to run this clock out, possibly try to get in field goal range. Changing the play at line of scrimmage. Coach Pruitt signal to the quarterback, Thompson. Thompson, here's a handoff to Sloan. Sloan breaks a tackle. He's trying to get outside. Got a 1st down and more.
Oh, he's got it, Tim. He's got it. No penalties. Another 1st down. A Medical Center Pharmacy 1st down for the Cherville Ironmen.
Folks, I'm going to make a prediction right now. Sloan and Miller will be a tandem in the next 2 years.
Oh, absolutely.
Will be a tandem. These kids can run. Sloan, great-looking athlete. Miller, great-looking athlete. And both of them runs downhill. Means if you hit them, you better hit them and wrap them up. You can't arm tackle these young men. They're too strong.
You got to get them by the ankles.
Yeah, you got. Listen, 2 or 3 people's got to tackle these men.
That's right.
Here's a pass play. Got a receiver open, Christian Hahn, and boy, he's hammered.
He's hammered
right at the 50-yard line. But Christian Hahn, he's tough. He jumps up on his 2 feet.
But he'll pick up positive yards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he picks up 3 yards.
And I tell you, Thompson made a great pass there. He was under attack, under pressure there.
Yes, he was.
So nice job there by the quarterback.
So the Ironmen have the football with the clock running, and it's running at 53 seconds.
Under a minute, folks. Here's a snap. Thompson looking to throw the football, looking to throw it, and he's hit hard. He's sacked, number 72. And he's going to lose about probably 6-7 yards there, folks.
Oh, absolutely.
That's going to hurt. So it looks like they call a timeout here.
Well, let's see where they spot the ball.
Did he call a timeout? I knew the clock is stopped.
Yeah, he'll lose about 9.
Yes, timeout Ironman, folks. 7-0, under a minute, 40 seconds left right here in the second quarter.
The always waking up early, letting the dog outside, checking emails while listening to the best podcast, before heading to McDonald's for a delicious breakfast meal. Like now, you can mix and match the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit or sausage McMuffin with egg. Get 2 for just $4. At any size, McCafe iced coffee for just $1.69. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Valid when product served.
All right, folks, welcome back to the West End Sales High School Football Game of the Week here on WCSL. Our good friend, the pastor at First Baptist Church, Pastor Vince Hebner, ladies and gentlemen, just made a statement, Danny. He said they're all out of moon pies, they're all out of Chick-fil-A. Only thing they have is drinks and what, candy? Is that right, Pastor? Drinks and candy, folks, here at the ball game.
We can live on that.
Yeah. That's what I did years ago.
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
I know.
But
44. They put some time back on the clock. 44 seconds left. Again, the Ironmen up 7-0. They have the football. It's 3rd down and 15.
Here is the snap. Thompson looking to throw the football out to the flat there. And he's got running room. Christian Hahn's got running room. He's got more running room. He breaks 2, 3 tackles, 4 tackles. 1st down, Ironman. What a great play. That was all Christian Hahn right there, folks.
It was, and he'll pick up 16 yards and another Medical Center Pharmacy 1st down.
And the clock will continue to run. 1st down. He downs the ball. So the ball will be down. Thompson does. 31 seconds left. Going to be 2nd and 10. So it's going to be 2nd and 11, actually. 2nd down and 11 for the Ironman. Coach Pruitt calling his play. That's not a yard. That's not a loss of yard there, boys. I hate to tell you that. I mean, he's confusing me.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be 2nd down and 10. They moved the ball back where the ball was spiked at.
They sure did.
Yeah, the ball was spiked just because it's incomplete pass. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that shouldn't be. Am I right on that?
Yes, you are, and they're going to correct it right now.
Now, there we go.
Here we go. There we go.
I mean, that's just like an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking, I thought I was wrong. I'm serious. I mean, but anyway, Thompson, the quarterback, folks, in shotgun. Here's a snap. Thompson looking to throw the football. He throws it deep, got a receiver down the field, and incomplete.
Wow.
It was intended for Landon Hahn there.
It was.
Danny.
Yeah, Landon.
Middle's open. Look at the middle of the football field right there, Danny.
It sure is.
That middle's wide open. If you fake that handoff to the fullback, that draws the linebackers in. You just throw it right over his head. You're going to pick up 15, 20 yards.
Great tackle there by number 26 for Burns, and that is Silas Tate, the Diesel, who hung on to Phillips and saved a touchdown.
Yeah, that was definitely a touchdown-saving tackle because Phillips had some room out there. But, again, great tackle, low, but Phillips does pick up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. We're at 6:58, clock running here in the 2nd quarter. Golden Lions lead 6-0, but they are definitely threatening now.
So, yes, that's right. 6:50 left to go on your Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 2nd quarter, 6-0 Shelby, who have it just inside the 10-yard line. Man comes in motion. It's Arrington, but Phillips will get it, and he's chopped down. Maybe got 2 yards. Going to bring up a big 3rd down, Jeff.
Tell you what, he barely got a yard. And, again, Silas Tate on that tackle. So 3rd down and a long 6.
So it's kind of been a series of body blows by Phillips. He's got a 2-yard run, a 3-yard run, a 2-yard run, and a 1-yard run. So if you're Burns, you got to be happy with those numbers. Not letting Phillips get one of those long runs. But here we go. He didn't get very much, did he, Jeff? No, it sets up about 3rd, short 6, long 7. Long 6, short 7, if I could say it right. Man comes in motion, and now he's under pressure. Gets away, lets it go. Got a man. Going to be wrestled down. Nope. Arrington makes about 3 guys miss and gets a touchdown. I cannot believe he was able to do that and get in for the touchdown. As Arrington plays Houdini there and escapes about 3 tacklers, Jeff.
Yeah, that's 6 yards of just guts and determination. That's just an amazing run right there.
So Arrington has another numbers bookkeeping touchdown. With 5:54 left to go, that makes it 12-0, and it's still Hewitt in for the point after touchdown, Jeff.
Wow.
That was one of the most amazing plays I've seen in high school football, Jeff. And the kick is it good or no good? And it is good. So the PAT good. We'll be back in 60 seconds. It's 13-0 Shelby on your Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the studios here in KTC Broadcasting. I've probably got to hit some buttons there for Brent to hear me.
Oh, I can hear you.
That button there. I hear Brent. How about that? How's it going, Brent?
Oh, I'm doing really well.
Brent Pascoe's in the house. I'm going to pull up our wonderful, beautiful camera pictures here in just a moment, but we're going to, well, I tell you what, let's say hello, Brent. Say hey, Brent.
Hey, guys.
I guess I got to adjust your camera. Let's try this guy. Oh, that's you. See, Tom, we got to put Tom on the corner because he runs.
I got you.
He will end up, Brent, anywhere between that chair, that chair, and that camera.
All right.
He slides. I don't know why he can't sit still. But Brent Pascoe's in the house, and of course I myself am. I don't have my hat on. I'm gonna put my hat on. My hair's not fixed. People don't want to see that. Brent forgot to fix his hair too.
Yeah, me too. I don't have any to fix. So.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hastings here in my green and orange NL hat for you Lincoln County folks. You know what I mean. We've got games and scores and highlights from across the area. East Lincoln at Bandy's tonight. Community School of Davidson at Cherryville. Shelby at Burns and South Point East Rutherford, all on KTC Broadcasting. Tonight, what do we do? Pause up for us. Then we've got tomorrow on KTC, we've got West Lincoln at Lincoln on WLON. We've got Crest at Huss Saturday at 7 p.m. Then other games around the area: East Gaston at Chase, RS Central at Mountain Island, Kings Mountain at Ashbrook, Hickory, Forest View, Union County at Pine Lake Prep, Thomas Jefferson and Christ the King, Kramer at North Gaston, West Iredale at Patton, West Caldwell at Ford, Alexander Central at McDowell, St. Stephen's at Watauga. I just like saying it like that. Drawn at High Brighton, East Burke at Bunker Hill, and North Lincoln at Maiden. Let's see now if I can find. There we go. There's Brent. All right, Brent, there we are. Now we're going to do some, how about some scores from around the area? Let's do some highlights. I'll pull these up, and we'll just pull them from the show here instead of doing it from my computer tonight. So, folks, we got some highlights early on here. We're going to go through them, and we'll have some comments and have a little fun here and see what happens. Let's start off with now, see, that thing moved on me. There we go. We're going to start off, folks. If you want highlights, you know people at the game, they're taking video and whatever. Text them, let them know. Hashtag KTC Scores, hashtag KTC Broadcasting, or What's Up Shopper. Either one of those, just hit us up and we'll put the scores out there for everybody. So, Brent, this is your first time on the show. You excited to do some Redzone radio?
Yeah, why not?
All right, well, why? That's not excited, Brent. All right, first one of the day, Caleb Foster for the Bessemer City Yellow Jackets, 16-yard touchdown run. I see where my problem's going to be. I am going to have to switch over to this, but we'll go ahead and start on this one. Caleb Foster, 16-yard run, gives the Yellow Jackets a 7-0 extra point is good. Nope, I'm sorry. Highland Tech's Caleb Foster. Don't want to make the mistake. Start the show off with a Highland Tech touchdown here. Oh, that does got noise. That's why I do. That's why I knew I was going to have to switch. That's why I said that. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to switch. So a lot of wind blowing over there. It was windy outside, I guess it was, wasn't it, Brent, when you was out and about?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but it looks the lighting there is not real good.
No, yeah, the sun's coming right across. Yeah. So they go around right around the right end there for Bessemer, for Highland Tech in the first score of today. I'm going to get it. Let me switch to this computer so I can make it bigger for you folks at home, actually. And then then you guys can see even better. How about that? Let's look at this. All right, here we go, Brent. I'm going to make it big for everybody at home. Now, they won't be able to hear the fans on these, but either way. So this is Highland Tech. Like I said, Caleb Foster. And he'll be going around the right end here for the touchdown. Highland Tech in the white, Bessemer City in the all green. Rambling wreck from Highland Tech lead. After this first score, 7-0. Handoff right side off tackle. Missed tackle there. Round the end and walks in. Highland Tech leads 7-0 after that score over at Bessemer City. All right, now, next up on the scoreboard. So, folks, all we're going to do is we're going to go right down the list of touchdowns from around the area and give you everything we could. So, here's a photo. Matt Royster out at Burns tonight as they got ready. Football Friday night is here. Shelby and Burns out in Lawndale tonight. 13-0 Shelby.
Shelby.
Yeah, Dennis checking in on that for the folks listening. All right, let's see. How about a 2-yard touchdown run from Jameer Holmes? 2-point run by Justice Cooper is good. Bessemer City takes an 8-7 lead. Sounds like it's getting exciting over there, or at least Tom's getting excited. Here's Jameer Holmes. It is homecoming over there tonight for the Yellow Jackets. And Brent, you were saying something a minute ago about another school having homecoming. We only got 3 and 4 home games. The first game is whatever. Second game's homecoming. Third game senior night.
Yeah, and you gotta and you want to get it in just in case there's a COVID breakout.
Right.
You don't even have a
Right.
home game. So
Do it for a lot of teams did do homecoming first. So here again is Jameer Holmes, 2-yard run, fullback. Not much to show you on a 2-yard run highlight, obviously. All right, how about this? That was the end of the first quarter at Jack Dixon Stadium. Bessemer City led 8-7 over Highland Tech. Now, folks, we're going to get to the other scores as well, but these teams started earlier because of the Southern Piedmont 1A starts at 6:30. This just says a good run. Gilchrist of Bandy's against East Lincoln. They were leading 6-0. This isn't the score, but apparently we got a good run here, Brent. A little play action.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a Statue of Liberty handoff play? It's one of those. Yeah. Folks, you're watching. He fakes the pass over here to the left. He hands off to the running back, and they off to the right side as Bandy's takes off over there. I want to thank again Bandy's for letting us come over tonight on short notice. With the other schools canceling the games, we are missing out on some stuff. Here's Cherville. They go up 7-0 against Community School of Davidson. Ironman, Cooper Sane with a touchdown, left side. And he gets tackled right on the goal line and scores. We'll watch it again. Andre's in the house, excited about the Ironman and their scores. Touchdown. Ironman, you saw Coach Pruitt down there. He's wearing shorts. He's the one down there in the bottom with the white legs. You can see sticking out of them black shorts. I think he always coaches in shorts, really, if I remember correctly. Here's the Shelby on the board, Brent. They had an 80-yard touchdown pass. Gabe Hewitt to Tyler Arrington. You want to talk a little bit about what happened here? You guys were kind of listening and watching and paying attention. Tyler moving to wide receiver this year has been a big help, and he's got both scores in this game, actually, don't he?
Yeah, and it was a lot of yards after the catch, so it was a pretty long pass to midfield, and then a bunch of Burns guys ran into each other.
3 guys right there at the same spot.
And he hits the sidelines, and he's gone.
And Tyler walks in from 25 yards. We'll watch that again, folks, and break it down. This will probably be one of the plays of the night. You'll probably see this 100 times with us here on KTC Broadcasting and across the state. He hits. So pause right here. That's Arrington right there, right about the 43. Actually, Shelby's got 3 wide receivers all in the same spot at the 43. I'm guessing that's the design that way. And Burns looks like they're in the cover too. That linebacker going back to him. He dives for the play. This backside wide receiver, Brent, does an outstanding job finding the safety to block him. That's probably going to be that should earn him a star just as much as Tyler catching that and running. Then the corner was already beat coming up, the guy in the flats for the touchdown.
It might have been Shell, the senior that had
with the block on the outside. Yeah. Okay. 44-yard run by Highland Tech's Kayla Foster gives Highland Tech a 14-8 lead at Bessemer City. We're going to pull that up. Here's the run. We want to get Brian a different camera, lighten up his. I think we got to be able to lighten up his camera. It looks dark over there. Sweep, toss right. Oh my goodness, Brent. He's going to turn left and come up back. All the blocking is back this way. All the blocking, scooting through, touchdown. Highland Tech leads at Bessemer City. What a play. This might be the play of the night, Brent.
That was a pretty special run there.
If that ends up being a winning touchdown, too, what a play by Foster and the Highland Tech Rambling Wreck leading over the Yellow Jackets, trying to ruin their homecoming. That was Jacob Lanning, extra point, good, after Foster's run for the touchdown.
I still just can't believe this South Point East Rutherford score 3-0.
Oh, comes across
with about a little over 4 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, any scores you want to mention as they come across, feel free to interrupt my jabbering. This is Parker Dayhart from Bandy's. They score first, 7-0 Bandy's with 1:54 in the first quarter. Let's see how far Dayhart scores from. He's out there about the 20, 25. Right side, a lot of good blocking there from Dayhart and the Trojans. Number 7 there carrying the ball. Out around the end, good block by the wide receiver, seals it off. And Bandy scores to lead 7-0 over the Mustangs. All right, next up, East Rutherford at South Point. How about a field goal? You talked about it, Brent. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you highlights.
How far is this?
Brent, this is your first night here. How you like the Red Zone here? Folks sitting at home, checking us out, watching live on YouTube. We're bringing you highlights and scores as they go.
Well, it's kind of fun for me because I usually just get to watch that one game.
Right.
And, I'm always getting texts with the scores and have no idea what's going on.
You just being text just the score.
And somebody will text me the wrong score. Oh,
right.
No, they're actually losing, not winning.
That's usually me. Brent's blaming me, I think, on that one. Here's the field goal. South Point in black and East Rutherford in the red, it looks like. South Point field goal. South Point up 3-0. Sorry, I was about to say that don't look right. East Rutherford's usually in black up here. So South Point 3-0 over the Cavaliers.
I don't know if we got anything from Chase, East Gaston, but
we do not have anyone reporting at that game. I do not.
All right, I did see Chase was up a minute ago, 29-6.
Okay, here is that touchdown, that special touchdown we saw. Tyler Arrington shook, the whole Burns side of the right side of the defense on this one. Quarterback, so the quarterback was pressured, about got him in the backfield. I mean, look how close this is, Brent. I mean, he's got him dead to rights, and that's where you got to break down. You got two choices: either break down and because if he's got a scrambler, he might get loose, or just take your line and go. Quarterback Hewitt Wright, is that his name?
Yeah, Gabe Hewitt.
He got loose and then found Arrington on a comebacker near the hash marks, broke 2 tackles, shook the third guy. 2 or 3 guys ran into each other, and he walked in. Really, it looks a lot closer than this. He kind of just walked in from the 5, didn't he, Brent?
Yeah, he did. Shelby's always had that guy the last few years, whether it was Jaden Borders or Antoine Wright or
Mitchell,
Giovanni Daly, Jahari Mitchell, and then this year they didn't have that guy, so they went to defense and pulled Tyler over there. Now he's filling that role.
He very good moves out there for someone who's not really used to it. Mustangs fire back, tie the score 7-7 with 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. East Lincoln, this is East Lincoln and Bandy's, folks. East Lincoln, of course, in the orange pants, white tops. Excuse me.
That's a big game. East Lincoln's 2-0.
Right.
Bandy's needs a win. They're 1-2.
Quarterback took forever. It's almost like a Hail Mary here, Brent, almost. Like he ran all the way almost into the Bandy's bench before he threw this ball. Look at him going. Tossed it up from the 35 roughly. Touchdown in the corner.
I don't know who's playing QB for them this year, but they've had a few good ones in the past.
Yes, they have.
Peyton Brady going back a ways. Surratt.
Garrett Young was before Chaz. He was pretty good. Little John was there. He ended up transferring out of there to Lincoln. All right, let's finish up some more real quick. Bessemer City homecoming queen is Peyton Boone, daughter of Coach Larry Boone. I don't even remember him. I know he's got a daughter. Obviously has a daughter. I don't even remember if I ever seeing her other than past 4 or 5 years old. All right, Darian Starnes, Curtis Wilson sack. Bulldogs take over on downs. Want to mention Darian Starnes again is our Scholar Athlete of the Month out at Burns. He's the Burns Scholar Athlete of the Year. All right, Brent, there's our local highlights on what's going on so far. We're going to get back to coverage in just a minute. What scores did we say let's go over some scores that we did have and kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I've only got a couple. Shelby leads Burns 13-0. Burns with the football at their own 35 with 1:22 to go. I've got Chase 36-6 over East Gaston. There's still 9 minutes left in the second quarter on that one. And then the one South Point 3-0 over East Rutherford. And I think what do we have? 7-0 RS over Mountain Island Charter.
Okay.
And that's a homecoming for Mountain Island Charter.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, come back in just a minute. Dennis is going to join us, and we're going to do some more Red Zone Radio and talk about some of the games as we get organized and round up some scores. you're watching Redzone Radio and listen, Redzone Radio here on YouTube, we're going to get you over to first. We're going to start. Let's start at Waggy, that South Point East Rutherford game, and check on them.
For nothing, and so far, East Rutherford has hung in here with another very good opponent, another one of the leaders. When you talk about leaders in this conference, of course, the Shelby Golden Lions come to mind, Burns, Chase and East Rutherford are both having good seasons so far. And then you can't forget about the guys out of Belmont and Gaston County, South Point, who is here tonight.
Absolutely, and I'll give you an update while we're waiting. South Point's coming back out. Let's do a quick update. Chase leads 36-6. Looks like 11:50 left in the first half. It looks like TJ is up 41-0 on Christ the King. Looks like RS and Mountain Island is still tied 7-7 at halftime.
We appreciate those latest updates, and hopefully we can give you some more during halftime. We'll be recapping a little bit of scoring we've got and some other stats as they're provided to us. But out of the timeout, here we go on 2nd down and 1. Here's a pass over the middle. The receiver was not ready for that one. He didn't get to it in time. Good coverage. The intended receiver was Medlock, and he just didn't cut his route, did he?
No, he didn't, and that was a great play call because that play was right there for him, and thankfully the East Rutherford defense was able to get continue this because that play right there could have been a touchdown for the South Point Red Raiders.
Now it'll be 3rd down and short, 3rd and 1, 31.4 seconds to go until halftime. South Point is in East Rutherford territory in the red zone right now, just across the 20. They're going to go back to the fullback, and he is taking tacklers with him all the way down to close to the 5-yard line goes Hogue.
So they're going to take another timeout, too. So.
Yep, you're right, JB. They are going to burn another timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. On the McDonald's scoreboard, we're getting close.
23 on the reception for Burns, and that is L.J. Allen on the reception. So a little trick play there, Jeff, for a 22-yard touchdown.
It was a great play. And that's from Thompson.
So extra point up and good. We'll be back. That makes it 13-7. Is that extra point good? Was the extra point good, Jeff?
I couldn't see
I can't tell. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They have just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts, too. One big dealer under one big roof, plus a complete parts and service department.
Hoping all of them will go to college. For the varsity cheerleaders, they were honored tonight here along with their parents. Matter of fact, all the football players, their parents were out with them, or brothers or sisters. But the seniors on this, I'll tell you what, let me give you, and end up with the seniors, let me give you all the cheerleaders. Sophomores are Sarah Aker, Callie Reynolds, Lainey Fieldback, Anna Lee Jones, Kendall Chubb. That's the sophomores. The juniors, Abby Burleson, Kai Brooks, Sydney Abernathy, Roddy Grace Burgess. That's the juniors. And the seniors are Lizzie Brannon, Madison Pruitt, Maggie Beam, Izzy Wilson, and Allie K. Holmeswood. That's the 5 seniors, and they're coached by Wendy Hope, Heather Porter, Robert Webb, Tammy Wilson, and Casey Floyd. And by the way, Tim, these cheerleaders have been working really, really hard throughout this week. They'll do a few more practices next week, and they're competing for another NCHSAA state champions, and also they're competing for the NCCCA state champions. They were champions in the state. They were state champions back in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, and 2008. So. Sometime about this time next week, we'll know whether they're going to put another banner on the cheerleading team.
And we're pulling.
Yeah, definitely a questionable call. It looked kind of like it was just a bang-bang play. We'll see if they they're thinking about possibly picking this up.
Yeah, the refs are huddling here right by where the flag
It looked to me
was
like
thrown.
a bang-bang play, but we'll see what they do here.
A little trickery there from Bandies,
Yep,
but it's waved
they did
off.
pick it up.
Just an incomplete pass there.
That's what I thought the right call was. I could see the contact, the way it looked. I could definitely see it getting called, but it was one of those kind of, you can't really, neither one of those guys were in the wrong there. It was just both of them kind of going for the ball.
Yeah, good discipline there from the East Lincoln defense to stay home on that trickeration from Bandies.
Yep.
Double coverage down on the deep ball. 2nd and 17 here for the Trojans. Ball just shy of midfield. Shearer hands it on the end around to DeHart, who picks up about 7 or 8 before he slides out of bounds at the East Lincoln 45. So he gets the penalty yardage back there.
He'll get it right about back to the original line of scrimmage. So we'll see what Bandies decides to do here. It's a big 3rd down.
Yep.
We got less than 2 minutes to play before halftime, 1:48 seconds to be exact. So
3rd and 10 here for Bandies at the East Lincoln 45. Shearer in the shotgun. He'll keep it himself up the middle. And he gets about 6 or 7 inside the 40. That'll bring up a manageable 4th down.
Yeah, I could see Bandies going for this if they choose to do so.
Probably let the clock tick down here to about a minute and then maybe try to go for it. 4th and 4, ball on the 39. A little too far for a field goal, and they will keep the offense on the field here. Let's see what they come up with.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just draw up another quarterback keeper, but it looks as though it's just going to be a
Shearer under center.
Nearly gets an East Lincoln linebacker to jump.
Yep. They might not snap it here. We'll see.
No.
It looks like they were going to snap it, but the refs, they called the timeout first. So Bandies takes the timeout. A minute left to play in this first half. We'll be right back with 4th down.
It's the Glen Oaks Golf Course. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over the years. And oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Course. It's open to everyone. Visit their beautiful
All right, everybody. While they're at break right now, we're going to stay right here with this game. I do want to give you some updated scores before they come back. Cherryville 7-0 over Community School of Davidson. Highland Tech 14-8 over Bessemer City. Shelby 13-6 over Burns. RS Central 7-7 against Mountain Island Charter. East Lincoln also ties 7-7 against Bandy. South Point leads 10-0 on East Rutherford, and Chase 36-6 over East Gaston. Thank you guys for listening to the shows and broadcast tonight. We're sending it back out for 4th down.
Bandies.
That'll give Bandies a little more room, and probably they'll definitely punt it now. 4th and 9.
Could have potentially been on purpose. You never know. I mean, in situations like this where you're trying to do everything you can to get as much leverage to pin East Lincoln back deep, that could have been on purpose. Because now they'll have a little extra room.
Low snap. Styborski picks it up and keeps it. Uh-oh, he's trapped. He's running around. McConnell can't bring him. He tries to kick it. Trent Smith.
Oh, this could be.
He picks it up. He's returning it. We got he's caught. Forward lateral. We can't do that.
Oh, no. What an effort, though.
That was a crazy play there.
Wow.
Yeah, bad snap on the punt. Styborski tries to run it, realizes he's got nowhere to go. Tries to kick it anyway, but Trent Smith comes up with it for East Lincoln, rumbles down the sideline, and then tosses a forward lateral.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, East Lincoln will take over with pretty good field position here.
I'll give him an A for effort. What a heck of a series of events there. The fake punt, then the attempted punt at the last second, and then all the way. I thought he might go for a second, but they came in towards the very end, caught him. But
East Lincoln will take over at the Bandies 15, 45 seconds left to play in this first half.
And plenty of opportunity to make something happen before half.
Huge swing in momentum on that play. Mazzell lines up a loaded backfield. He's in the shotgun. 3 backs, but he
to
looks
pass.
to his left. He rolls left.
And he's going
to try to float it over the top.
Incomplete.
Yeah, looking for Menegay there, but it falls incomplete.
Some of the fans looking for a defensive pass interference there. Didn't get it.
Nope. 2nd and 10 now for the Mustangs. They'll take another crack at it here.
Yeah. Be looking up. You can tell East Lincoln, they are wanting to get that pass game going. They're looking for Austin Smith on the outside. He's in just single coverage here.
So hands
run
it
up
to
the middle.
Menegay, up the middle.
Menegay. Oh, he's going to
go down.
He is running like crazy tonight.
Paulie Menegay, 15 yards up the middle, shrugs off the tackler. Touchdown Mustangs. East Lincoln on top for the first time here tonight. Just 30 seconds left before halftime. East Lincoln finally starting to get it going here on offense.
Yeah, that's
late
two
in this
huge
first half.
Plays by Paulie Menegay there. I mean, the 40-yard run earlier where he broke off 3 tackles, that right there I think about 2 broken tackles. So running very hard right now.
Extra point up and good for East Lincoln. The Mustangs on top 14-7. We'll be right back with the end of this first half.
Dodge Performance Days are here at Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Lincoln. During Dodge Performance Days, you can get $2,950 retail consumer cash, plus $750 Chrysler Capital bonus cash, or 0% APR for 72 months on select new 2020.
For the quarterback, double wide receivers to the left, single to the right. Here's a snap. Farth drops back, throw the football across the middle, got a receiver wide open, overthrows him. That would have been a touchdown.
Defended there by number 2 of the Ironman, Carter Spangler.
So that'll bring up 4th and 5.
Davies was the intended receiver.
They're going to kick a field goal? Is that what I'm seeing?
Well, let's see.
Number 99, or maybe no, he's kicking the field goal. Number 99
that's the kicker, the punter, Lucas Canario.
So this is going to be a 35, 45. It's going to be about a 35, 37-yard field goal. Snap, down, kick up, and no good. Yes, good. Wow, looked like it.
It looked like it would be wide left, did it not?
Yes, and that's a lot of leg there, folks.
Yes,
so we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back right here at Redzone Stadium.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They have just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts, too. One big dealer under one big roof, plus a complete parts and service department. That's Full Throttle Power Sports, 101 Indian Walk of I-85 in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
All righty, folks, welcome back to Rudolph Stadium here tonight. Spartans just kicked the field goal, a 37-yard field goal here tonight. 10 minutes and 21 seconds left in the third quarter. The beginning of it, 7-3, Ironman on top of the Spartans. So far, it's been a defensive game.
It has. Spartans did not accumulate a lot of yardage on the ground. Put up a lot of passes in the first half, and look like they're going to maybe change that a little bit here in the second half.
Deep back for the Ironman is Landon Hahn, Christian Hahn, and Sloan. And looks like it's going to be Hahn takes the football. He's at the 20, and he's tripped up about the 22, 23-yard line there, Danny.
Yes, it is. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Ironman. Still holding the lead 7-3 in the third quarter with 10:16 left in the third quarter.
It's going to be 1st down and 10.
It's probably going to be the Cooper Sloan Chase Miller show here for possibly. Don't look for him to put the ball up right here yet.
Looks like Miller's going to be the quarterback.
Is he okay?
Or no, Thompson's in there.
Yeah, Thompson's in there, you're right.
Thompson's in there, folks. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff to big man Price himself, Gage Price.
He's not going to pick up any yardage much, I don't believe.
He's got that boom, pow, you know.
Yeah.
He runs up that middle.
caused us to look at a score right now of, say, at least 21-0.
Yeah, and that one interception I know we noted on the broadcast earlier is that even though he threw an interception, it was still like a 25-yard pass. It was third and long anyway, so East Rutherford was going to have to punt. So that could have just been a short punt play for East Rutherford on fourth down. So that was not a costly penalty at all. The one that they did not score on was the one that East Rutherford actually dropped over here at the short side of the field. Jeremy Black was one of his runs right here. He kind of laid the ball in the field right there. It looked like they had I think South Point had the ball at the 18-yard line, but they were not able to get in. They were only able to get a field goal on that. So East Rutherford stood up, and South Point had some costly penalties here, and East Rutherford was able to capitalize those in the first half.
And, JB, remind me of Keith's last name, who does the stats here for East Rutherford.
Keith Hunt, as Matthew Hunt for East Rutherford's dad, and he was able to provide us with the stats for the first half. So credit to him for being able to do that each and every week.
That's why I wanted to get that full name, and thank you for reminding me. A big shout-out to Keith for providing that information to us, and we'll have some more details in our post-game show at the end of the night to go over as well, thanks to him. Well, we'll be back with another segment of the Forage City Halftime Show, and we're talking about the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County Halftime Show, and we'll be back with you in just about 3 minutes. It's 10-0, South Point on top, and you're listening to the Cavaliers on Downtown Radio, WHUI.
Half here from Bandy's. East Lincoln rallies in that second quarter after a slow start, and they're on top here. The First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, 14-7 in favor of the Mustangs. It was a slow start, like I said, for East Lincoln. Not a single first down in the whole entire first quarter. Bandy's took a 7-0 lead on a Parker Dehart touchdown run, about 30 yards there late in that first quarter to put Bandy's on top 7-0, and then East Lincoln finally got it going. A 39-yard run from Paulie Menegay. He broke a few tackles on that one. That set up a 27-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Mazzell to Lucas McConnell. Just a seed from Mazzell to the corner of the end zone. A great play for the Mustangs to tie the game. And then there, just before halftime, it was Menegay again shrugging off tacklers on his way to a 15-yard touchdown run. And that's how we got here, 14-7, East Lincoln at halftime. But it's been a good effort here from Bandy's tonight. The defense looked great here to start the game. They've done a good job for the most part containing the East Lincoln rushing and passing attacks outside those couple big runs by Menegay and the touchdown pass from Mazzell to McConnell. Otherwise, they've been stout on that end. And they've gotten the running game going, Bandy's has, but a couple fumbles stalled, a couple early drives. Or they could have, a few more points on the scoreboard here tonight. Menegay has been the star for East Lincoln here tonight. Just a few touches for him, but he's up over 50 rushing yards. I've got him at 55 yards in the first half, plus the one touchdown. I've got Mazzell for just 40 or so passing yards, not the usual efficiency that we've seen from the East Lincoln passing game, but he's hit on a couple of deep shots. The one to McConnell, he's got a couple catches.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, and or good evening. I get lost sitting in the studio without looking outside for a while. I know, Brent, you guys can hear that, but that they can at home. I'll shut them up here in a second. All right, Dennis, if you turn your and Brent's mics on. Halftime, mid-time, third quarter scores. We got some scores, folks. So let me give you what I got. Just came across a couple. Cherville 7-3 now against Community School of Davison. Kings Mountain 41-0 against Ashbrook, and West Caldwell 6-0 against Fred T. Ford is what I got on some of these. At the half, Alexander Central leads McDowell 20-7. So at the half, 20-7. Alexander Central and McDowell. see if we got any other scores on the list. Who else is over on the list that I haven't said anything
I got
about?
you. East
Caldwell and
Lincoln,
Freedom and all them.
East Lincoln's up 14-7 on Bandies.
Right.
Let's see.
Our local scores: Highland Tech 14-8 over Bessemer City. Shelby 13-6 Burns. RS Central 7-7 of Mountain Island Charter. East Lincoln 14-7 Bandies. South Point 10-0 East Rutherford, and Chase 36-6 East Gaston. Now, Brent, if you can help me on any of those, that Bunker Hill, High Brighton, and Freedom scores.
High Brighton, I've got that score. Let me find it real quick. They're up on drawn by a score of 21-0.
Somebody put High Brighton up 4-0 second half.
Yeah, I've got 21-0.
I don't know what's going on. Where are you getting this score from?
This is Max Preps.
Oh, so they've got a page to post those. Okay.
Yeah.
South Caldwell and Freedom. Got anything on that one yet?
Yeah, I'm looking for that one. Who else you got up there? McDowell. You already got that score.
Yeah, 20-7. Alexander Central leads McDowell right now. And then East Burke and Bunker Hill. Anything on that, anybody? Nothing.
I've got a Brevard score. Brevard 21, Franklin 16.
We might be reporting on those next year, Dennis, once they do realign everything and we look.
Yeah, could be, because I think Brevard's in that conference with those Rutherford County schools next year.
Turn your mic up a little bit, Dennis. I couldn't quite hear you too much there.
Bunker Hill is playing Saturday.
Mine's
okay. East Burke is Saturday.
Yeah, and so is Maiden and North Lincoln.
Oh, I know what I couldn't hear you. Oh, that's why I couldn't hear you. You were fine. I guess the audience heard you. Me and Brent could. So you said Bunker Hill and East Burke Saturday. I need to make note on the board. All right. Other scores, like I said, there's a touchdown. Community School of Davidson. Davies makes it 10-7. Community School of Davidson on KTC Broadcasting. All right, Brent, I'm going to write some. Do you follow us on Twitter? Or you can kind of read along. Go ahead. If you'll go to the KTC Broadcasting, I've got some of the scores coming up as we go. But anyway, you guys want to talk a little bit about what's been going on in some of these games? How about Shelby and Burns real quick, if you guys want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it looks like Shelby hit a long TD early to Arrington, Tyler Arrington, and he went about 50 yards after the catch, and that put Shelby up 7. Then he caught a short pass that he took at about the 5 and made a couple of moves and went to the end zone, but the extra point, well, actually, the first extra point was no good. The second one was good, and Gabe Hewitt, the quarterback, is kicking because all the Shelby kickers are at a soccer playoff game, but they're on the way back from Fred T. Ford, so we may see them in the second half. And then Burns, with about 35 seconds left in the first half, hit a trick play. So they had the number 2. I'm trying to remember his name. He plays basketball. Not Haynes, but the other sophomore, Ryan Thompson. So Thompson came, got the pitch from Sweezy, and then threw it to L.J. Allen, and Shelby was totally fooled. So that they scored there, but then they missed the extra point, and that's where we are at halftime, 13-6.
There's some slaw.
Now you find it.
Yeah, you ready? No, JP had to go get it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, because they didn't even give Brent his whole plate. Is there any sauce over there? They give you honey mustard or anything?
No sauce, but I've got...
Hey, if you...
They brought you 2 things off.
You need some honey mustard. I had some left over. It's in the trash can.
I don't do honey mustard.
You want ketchup?
I don't eat anything.
You don't eat anything?
Nope.
You gonna eat it dry, huh? Mm-hmm. Brent's tough like that.
Mm-hmm.
A real man.
He might cut somebody. I gave him 1 cup of it. Wasn't it 2? Right?
Slaw's better than the potatoes.
I'm not so tough when I'm drinking coffee, though. Cream and sugar.
Well, folks, Community School of Davidson just scored to go up on Cherryville, 10-7 now. Ironman threatening to lose the game, Andre. What did he say a minute ago? Something about the Bucks. This is a picture or something. I don't know. The video is acting weird. It's not playing, though, but thought I had a touchdown for you guys for Community School of Davidson. Maybe not. Well, There's a picture of, I guess, the aftermath of it. Cherville down now 10-7 against Community School. A lot of our games are at halftime, folks. We're about to send you out for some more to listen to in just a few moments. We promise you. Scores again. Let me go. If you'll follow it, hashtag KTC Scores or at KTC Broadcasting. That Cherville score is now 10-7. Highland Tech 14-8. Over Bessemer City, Shelby 13-6 Burns. RS Central is tied with Mountain Island Charter, and East Lincoln tied with Bandy 7 for everybody. South Point 10-0 at East Rutherford, and Chase 36-6 over East Gaston right now. Looks like Shelby in Burns is getting ready to kick off in just a few minutes. Kings Mountain 41-0. Is that what y'all told me?
41-0. Did you say that Kings Mountain, RS Central and Mountain Island Charter, that score is tied?
7-7 is the last thing I got. I don't know if Brent's seen anything different there.
Wow.
They started early.
Yeah, that conference starts at 6:30 kickoffs.
Yeah, we were bragging on RS earlier on the pregame show. We had them 42-24.
Well, don't
over
forget, Dennis, though, Mountain Island only lost by 1 point to East. And we've got East at the 6th seed.
Yeah, but look at what RS did with Shelby.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. So, Mountain Island might be better than what we think of everybody, or East Lincoln. It's kind of weird. Like, are they all equally really good or just mediocre? Like, where are we at right now? And we kind of talked, Dennis, if Bandy's wins tonight, the wrench it throws into that conference. It's going to get really wild over there in that conference. South Fork 2A coming in tonight. 2 teams had 2 wins, and 3, 4, 5 teams had 1.
Well, look at that North Lincoln Maiden game tomorrow night, Kevin. If Maiden pulls that off, they're right in the middle of the challenging for the leadership in that conference. If North Lincoln wins, that throws a wrench into everything too.
And see, 4 teams already have 2 losses. But all of those teams, let's see, West Lincoln and Bandy's, it seems like can sneak up and beat any of these teams. So either Maiden East is going to pull away here these next few weeks, or we're going to have chaos in the South Fork.
Be flip a coin time.
South Fork 2A.
And with 2 teams, that makes it even more, important that you win the conference.
Well, Burns and Shelby have started off back. We're going to get started again here, send it back to the fields, and you guys can listen. We'll start with Shelby and Burns, but we're going to jump back and forth, folks. You can listen to any of these games on KTCBroadcasting.com on any of our streaming services. But we're going to start Shelby Burns for a minute, and then we're going to get over back to Cherville. It's a close game there. East Lincoln. All 4 of our games right now are within 10 points, folks.
Stay tuned.
Here we go. I didn't get switched in time.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dorian Starnes. Is there a flag, Jeff? 64 yards. 64 yards. You reported. If there's a flag, it's probably a late hit. Okay. I didn't see it. Do you see it? I think there's a flag on the 25. Okay, there's a flag on the 25-yard line? Yeah, it's a personal foul on Shelby. We'll probably take that on the kickoff. So that is going to be a 64-yard TD to Starnes. Wow, what a play. That was a great catch by Starnes, and then an amazing run. I'll tell you what, he had a head of steam. How'd you like to get in front of that freight train? So what do we got here? Personal foul against the Golden Lions, roughing the passer. And they're going to enforce it on the kickoff. Right. So that means they're not going for 2. They're going to try the PAT. I thought they might move it half the distance and they'll power it in. But they're going to go for the tie, and it is, let's see who's coming on to kick it. Is it Camacho? That's Camacho. So Camacho in for the extra point. Number 17. I thought it is Camacho. Yeah. He's the left-footed kicker. Camacho, the port sider, the left-footed kicker, going to try to tie this ball game. So now Sweezy looks at Camacho. He's ready. Good snap, good hold, kick up. And the kick is
Good.
Nope.
No good. No, it's so hard to tell. Good.
From this angle, it's
it's so hard to tell. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. It's 13-12. Shelby on top by a point on your Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're listening to Burns and Shelby football.
It's a celebration
on WHS.
Harburger, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep Ram.
Like that, playing with that much energy, playing that physical, why wouldn't you give him more touches? So I think that's the approach I would go with with East Lincoln. See if I can keep that going. If not, East Lincoln, they were starting to get some things going with the pass attack there, so they're definitely not afraid to pass. I'm sure they'd like to have a little bit more of a rushing attack, but we'll have to see how it looks.
Yep. We are coming up here. This will be the end of the unrivaled Metal Building Stadium halftime show as both teams come back out onto the field here. Just a couple more minutes before the start of the second half. Again, I'd like to thank our title sponsor here tonight, West End Sales. Visit West End Sales at 110 North Highway 18 in Vail. We're going to step aside for a quick commercial break, and then we will be back here with the second half from Bandy's High School.
Allstate agents are committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. From bundling your auto, home, and life insurance with ease to...
Welcome back to East Rutherford as we will see Smith kick it off from the 40. East Rutherford strikes, and here's a tremendous kick. As a matter of fact, McCombs was back there, but he wasn't going to be able to get his hands on the ball. That thing goes all the way into the end zone. So on the touchback, they'll bring it out, and it'll be 1st and 10, East Rutherford. Let's see if they can move that football, get some first downs as they start this drive on their own 20.
Yeah, that was a college-level kick right there. That number 82 for South Point, that would definitely be on his highlight tape for him. Just a tremendous kick, like Paul said. I haven't seen one like that in a few years, to be honest with you.
So many weapons and a good kicking game on top of it for the Red Raiders. McCombs will make a move here, and it looked like he was going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage, but at least he gets 3 yards out of the run.
You know, what I've seen from McCombs this season is, man, he is just so close to being able to break one. He is like one tackle away, one tackle here, one defender there, one block here to be able to break one. And when he gets loose, he's going to be gone for East Rutherford. So if he can do that here, maybe gets an opening here, I'd like to see what he can do in the open field.
Your scoring recap, which is presented by Wayne's Lunchbox in Spindale. Good food on the go. Man, I love the food at Wayne's. We just saw a few plays, about 4 runs, and it ended up on the 45-yard touchdown by Jones a few minutes ago. Then the PAT was good. We go back to the pass, and it is complete at the 32, up to at least about the 37-yard line. Jabbar Mays after the grab.
Yeah, another good pass and catch from the Aiden Lynch to Jabbar Mays combo there. And that was a good-looking pass there. Jabbar Mays got the ball and just turned upfield and got as many yards as he could there. So good play for East Rutherford here on the first drive of the second half.
That was a Jackson Heating and Air first down for the Cavaliers. 1st and 10 now at the 36-yard line. From the shotgun, of course, is number 12, Aiden Lynch. Here's a pitch and trying to run and get back across the line of scrimmage, but hit immediately and down. That was
Alex Moore there for East Rutherford on the run. Number 20 there for South Point on the stop. But, you know, Alex Moore did a good job. He was now able to get the corner. He kept trying to get the corner, kept stringing him out. He just had to take the loss there because there was nothing there. The South Point defense just kind of collapsed on him and was able to bring the ball carrier down.
That will be a loss of a few yards, and it'll bring up now 2nd down at about 12. The ball bounces off of McCombs, the running back, but thank goodness Aiden Lynch is able to get on top of it. But East Rutherford loses more yards. Now they're back at their own 30.
Yeah, the 3rd and long situation. I know Coach Russell did not like to be on this 3rd and long, especially with a young quarterback down 17-0 here in the second half. Let's see what kind of play call the East Rutherford Cavaliers are going to have right here. If they want to play it safer, that's going to put the ball in the air to one of their receivers.
8:37, clock ticking to go in the 3rd quarter. It is 17-0, South Point on top. They led 10-0 at halftime. Lynch with triple receivers to the near side of the field, overthrows everybody and almost picked off at the 48-yard line. That was Mr. Will Ross on the defense for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Mr. Will Ross would have had a touchdown if he had been looking at the end zone and looking at the football, probably, because he had nothing but green grass in front of him there. But the Cavaliers, they caught a break right there, so let's go ahead and punt the ball back to South Point, see if we can get a stop and get the ball back to offense to see if we put some points on the scoreboard. That's the goal here in the second half for East Village, to put some points in the end zone.
Another guy is this Javis Davis, number 11, who's the return man on this punt. He's made some big things happen for the Red Raiders this season. Gilling's got a nice punt right in front of Davis, who decides to back off of it, and the ball will roll back to the 30. So a good job by the special teams, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders.
Yes, this is going to be a big set of downs for the Cavalier defense here. Really need to force South Point into a punting situation and not get the score any more than it is right now with it being 17-0. So
they've hit him a couple of times. The one wide out to the far side of the field is 84 Ethan Simmons. Otherwise, we've got those cast of characters in the backfield that we've seen a lot, including Hogue, the fullback. They go back to him. He'll spin his way out for about a 4-yard gain to the 34.
Yeah, but good tackling by East Village there. They can live with that, giving up 4 or 5 yards there, but they just can't give up the big runs like they did in the last drive to the South Point offense there.
There's another handoff to number 7 around the corner, and he's going to pick up 2 or 3 yards. He's still going. He's still going. And he's brought down by Landon Hahn.
That's Ryan McCurry.
Looks like on the maybe 10-yard line. I think Cherville thought he was down back here on the 45-yard line, Danny.
And that's a 36-yard carry. He almost went to his knees.
Yeah, good balance.
Another first down for the Spartans.
They're running all over Cherville here tonight, folks, in the second half. Cherville just they can't stop them. Here comes a little toss play to Morris. Morris gets outside. Morris going to break the corner. He might score. He's inside the 5-yard line, thrown out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, about the 6-yard line, looks like.
They're going to give him, Tim, looks like about 8 yards on the carry.
So it's going to be second down. And it looks like the ball's going to be placed at the 6-yard line, folks. Second and 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Here's a fake handoff. Farr rolls out, looking to throw the football. He's under pressure by Miller, and he's hit hard by, I can't see who that was that made it. That's Landon Hahn.
Number 5 was in on the tackle also, Anthony Roberts.
Landon Hahn brought him down out of bounds there, folks.
And I don't know if he picked up anything.
I think he might have got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe.
Yeah.
Got a Cherville player down, Danny. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back, folks.
The always waking up early, letting the dog outside, checking emails while listening to the best podcast. Before heading to McDonald's for a delicious breakfast meal. Like now, you can mix and match the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit or sausage McMuffin with egg. Get 2 for just $4. At any size McCafe iced coffee for just $1.69. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Valid when product served.
Folks, welcome back to Rudisville Stadium here tonight. Tim Johnson and Mr. Danny Aker and Caleb Johnson's with us tonight. He's on the Twitter. Here is a handoff to Morris. Morris hit hard. He stopped there. Tegan Strutt in on the tackle, as well as a host of Ironmen.
Yeah, number 21 also in on
Sloan.
The tackle. Cooper Sloan, yes. And the ball carrier was number 32, Aiden Morris. And they give him 3, but not enough for the first down.
It's going to bring up third down.
And maybe less than 1 from here.
Official timeout, folks. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back.
It's time to get cozy with a stop at McGinnis.
Unanswered. To go up 17-7 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. The most recent Turner Hauser Insurance Group scoring play, a 27-yard field goal off the foot of Jackson Sellers for the Mustangs. And now Bandies, after a pretty good return, will start at midfield here, trying to recapture that momentum they had to start this game.
Yep.
East Lincoln is buckled down on defense. And that's Gilchrist will take the handoff on the first play from scrimmage.
He fought, but didn't make much of it. It was a hard fault. He tried to get it just back to the line of scrimmage, but East Lincoln all over it.
Yeah, that's the two linebackers we talked about in the pregame. Lucas McConnell there first, and then Ben Cutter in to clean it up. Loss of about a yard there for Gilchrist. So that'll be 2nd and 11. Ball just shy of midfield.
Shearer lining up. Handoff outside.
D. Hart trying to get the edge.
Drag down. Gain of maybe 1.
Landon Glezin on the tackle there. Just across. Yeah, it looks like they'll put it right on midfield.
Yeah.
3rd and 10 here for the Trojans. See if Bandies goes to the air. I don't think they've completed a pass yet here tonight.
Yeah, so far it's been all on the ground for them. And, you know, unfortunately for Bandies, it looks as though East Lincoln has figured out exactly kind of where they need to position themselves in order to stop that. Because it's just been a complete flipper, just kind of flipped completely from the way it was in the first quarter than now. Caught.
Wow. Shearer's pass deflected and then caught.
I didn't know. There was so much happening around the ball there. It was kind of hard to figure out where it was.
Yeah, it looked like it deflected off of Styborski, and then it was eventually caught by Dylan Thompson, a gain of about 15. That's a Daddy K barbecue first down for Bandies.
Well, that was a very important play for Bandies. They were third and 10 situation, looking like they were on the verge of having to punt it away once again.
Their own 21-yard line. If you're just joining us, 6:31 left to go on the Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Shelby 13, Burns 12. We're in the third quarter. So Shelby now getting lined up. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Now Hewitt's got him lined up. 4 wide receivers in the pattern. Phillips beside him to his left. And Burns coming on a blitz. Hewitt lets it go, overthrew his man. Yep. Incomplete. So the 11th play is an incomplete pass, and I'm going to tell you, Jeff, this is weird. 11 plays, we haven't seen a drive like this the whole game. This drive started back on the Shelby 21-yard line, and they got it with 11:35 to go, so they've taken over 5 minutes off the clock, Jeff.
That's true, and the only real questionable play was you thought maybe Shelby turned it over on a first down pass, and Burns didn't get that call, but other than that, Shelby's done a nice job of marching this down the field, but this is where Shelby's been having trouble all night when they get inside the 20.
So pistol set there for Shelby. 3 wide receivers. Phillips is going to get it. He's knocked down. Knifing through there is Goodson. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and long, or 3rd down and long. Jeff, 3rd down's about a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down and almost 18.
So that is a huge play by Goodson.
Now, one of the differences right now is with Berkowitz here, if Shelby picks up some yardage on this next play, they could attempt a long field goal.
Yeah, right here would be about a 41-yard field goal.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's got 41, but like I said, they need to get a few yards, and then they could try it.
Okay, Phillips the lone setback, 4 wide receivers. Hewitt's got it. He's got time. He's running out of time. He's going to be sacked. He had time and closing it down. There's the sack. And that is Jack Curtis.
Well, again, he had time, but there was nobody open. Great job in the secondary. Now, Shelby's in that position where they really can't punt it from the 33-yard line unless they want to pooch it.
You are really in no man's land, but you're down in distances. 4th down and 33 yards to go, Jeff. This is what they've got. It's 23 yards. It's not 30. Well, they're at the 33. They can get a first down at the 7. 33 minus 7 is 27. So it's They've got 4th and 33, but I think it's 4th and 27, really, Jeff, unless my math is that bad off.
Not a whole lot of difference between 4th and 26 and 4th and 33.
Yes, I know, but you know the diehards have to know. So it is 4th down, and Shelby keeps the offense on the field, and they're probably just going to throw this thing into the end zone or near it, or maybe try to get a screen pass.
They're going to take a delay of game.
And they're going to take a delay of game.
Or a timeout.
So we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Burns and Shelby Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Right at Shelby Hardware, coming out for spring specials like 50-foot Pro garden hose for $24.99. Check out the line of Echo blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. Look cool and protect your eyes with a pair of polarized sunglasses. Get your Lodge cookware for those camping trips. See their spring flags. Lawn spreaders are $119, plus wheelbarrows and garden carts too. Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Online at shelbyhardwareandsupply.com and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
There's a lot of talk about heroes these days. Hey, buddy, you want to go fishing? The folks in the funny outfits with superpowers and spandex. All right, buddy. Let me help you. But at Ingalls, we know that a lot of our heroes now you look like we are a little closer to home. They're the ones who give us what we need for those everyday adventures. That's why we look up to the ones who look out for us.
Don't forget your fish food. Catch a big one.
Ingalls.
See you later.
All the ingredients for family.
All right, we're back. 4th down and an Uber ride for Shelby, and Hewitt's going to drop back like I thought. He's just going to let it go to the end zone. One-on-one coverage and broken up, Jeff. Wouldn't have been a first down, but, boy, that was very close to a reception for Shelby.
Yeah, it was. And so Burns is going to get it on downs, and they're going to have it on their 33-yard line. And let's see if the Shelby defense is able to make a stop after being able to sit on the sideline for quite some time.
So that drives over 7 minutes, Jeff. 14 plays, but Shelby gives it up on downs. And now Burns has got it with a chance, if they could score, to take the lead. They're going to take it on their own 32-yard line with 4:29 left to go in the third quarter.
They have it on the 33.
33. What did I say, 39?
32.
33. Okay.
Close.
So Sweezy's back. He lets it go. And then there's going to be a battle for it, and who's got it? Who's got it? It might be an interception. It is. So they try the deep pass to Haynes, and it's picked off by who?
Number 19.
So 19 for Shelby gets the pick, and that is, you got it, it is P.J. Hopper?
P.J. Hopper.
Okay, so the flag on the play is waved off, and the Burns offense one play, and that's their 4th turnover.
My guess is that flag would be the receiver stepped out of bounds and went back in to try to make the catch.
So the interception by number 19, and Shelby will take back over.
Well, I think what happened was again, the receiver stepped out of bounds, and if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to touch the ball. So they threw the flag down because the receiver stepped out of bounds, and then they waved it off on the interception.
So it works as a punt, but Burns doesn't really get an opportunity to move the football, and their defense was just out there for 7 minutes. So they've got to stand tall again. Is Hewitt going to send it out in the flat? Is that Arrington? Who's got it? Not sure, but he's taken down after a short gain. Looked like number 6 got him down there, and that would be...
Again, that's Luke Williams on the reception.
That would be Azari Brown and Williams on the reception, but only for about 2 yards, Jeff. So Williams has been involved a lot. Not a lot of yards there, as Brown did a good job riding him down. So 2nd down, and Burns has got 5 guys up around the line of scrimmage, and here they come again. Here comes Haynes, but Hewitt steps up nicely and dumps it off nicely, and it's Arrington, I believe, and he's going to run into his own man. And
got a block in the back.
Flags come in, and hopefully Arrington's okay. Looked like he headbutted a guy accidentally, limping a little bit.
And that block in the back, I think, is on his brother, Torian Arrington.
So that is going to be a legal block in the back. That's a spot foul. So
You're
basically
that's end up with a 2-yard loss, maybe a 1-yard loss.
So that's going to be a 2-yard penalty, a de facto 2-yard penalty.
All right, Brent, let's do some highlights. How about that? Let's Show's getting near the end of the show. We got about 25 minutes left in Redzone Radio, folks. We want to give you guys some highlights to watch before we get to our post-game show and give you all the scores. So the purpose of the show you're watching is to keep you up to date with live scores and some highlights. So we're going to give you what we can. We got some highlights from across the show today, or across the board today, from some of our reporters. And as soon as I can mash the right buttons in here, we'll have some. We're going to go all the way back to the start of the night, folks, and go through this one more time here on Redzone Radio to give you, so you know what happened here tonight across the area on KTC. We started off with a touchdown at for Highland Tech, folks. They're winning 21-8 right now over Bessemer City. Bessemer, again, folks, remember, they only got 16 players on the roster. And Brent, I even looked at Highland Tech. They had like 40 on theirs. You can look on the sideline right there. You can count more people on their sideline than Bessemer has, completely on their team. So it's tough to win football with 16 people, isn't it?
Yeah, it's well, you definitely have guys going both ways, that's for sure.
Maybe all 11.
Yeah.
Handoff right side, touchdown for Highland Tech. That was Caleb Foster with a 16-yard touchdown run that gave Highland Tech an early 7-0 lead. But Bessemer answered quickly. It looked like the Yellow Jackets were going to, be right back in action. This is going to be a barn burner, a shootout maybe. 2-yard run for Jameer Holmes here. He'll be handed off over to the right side. The quarterback's going to keep it himself up the middle and score for Bessemer City. That makes the lead. Bessemer City led 8-7 at that point. So Yellow Jackets looked like they were going in a good way. End of the first quarter, Yellow Jackets were leading 8-7. Then we're going to go to our first highlight out at Bandy's. This is the Trojans getting a big play. This one isn't a touchdown, but Peyton Warlick, our Twitter guy, thought it'd be a nice little highlight he got as they had the play right there in front of him. Good little play from Bandy's there to get it going early. They led early, but Brent, that turned around real quick.
So I just got. Did you give the Bandy score yet? 17-14.
17-7 is the last thing I had.
Okay, I've got 17-14.
Okay. So Bandy's cuts the lead 17-14. This is a Cherville Ironman's first touchdown of the night. Their only touchdown so far. They're trailing now 10-7. This is Cooper Sane, left side there, number 21, with a touchdown. So touchdown Ironman. And they led 7-0. This is Shelby's 80-yard touchdown pass, folks. Both of Arrington's scores, Brent, were highly, how do I say this? Yards after catch were really important.
Yeah, they were.
In both his scores. Like, if it wasn't for his nifty feet in either one of these, I don't know if Shelby might be getting shut out right now.
Could very well be. It looks like Shelby's had a lot of Burns' defense is impressive because Shelby's been down in the red zone at least 6 times tonight. They've only got 13 points.
Yeah, well, this one they scored on. This one wasn't a red zone score.
Right.
So this was 80 yards. Hit Arrington on the post up the middle. A couple of guys fall into each other, and then he walks in from 30 yards away. Tyler Arrington for the score for Shelby. Then that would lead to a 44-yard touchdown run by Highland Tech's Foster again. Extra point good. It's 14-8. Highland Tech leading over Bessemer City. Now he sweeps to the right. Bessemer snuffs it out. Well, sometimes, Brent, once you snuff it out to the right, there ain't nobody over to the left. And he turns it around and goes all the way. Foster scampers for the score. Real quick story, Brent, senior year. We were getting beat. I think it was by Chase, like stomped into the ground. And they took me out and put the backup in. Well, the backup quarterback's the lefty. I was righty. Well, the first play, the coaches called an option for him to run, but they called it left, right? Well, I don't know what he did or what happened to get it confused. But, Brent, all 10 players besides him ran the option left. He spun and ran right. And Brent, if I'm not telling you, you've never seen a more wide open 80-yard touchdown run in your life. He walked in from the 40. That's how good a fake it was. Is the quarterback told the whole team they're running left and he ran right. That might actually be something you want to put in the playbook just to see what happens sometime. Like, all right,
I want to see a highlight of that.
Like, tell Cameron Sweezy, all right, Cameron, on this play, tell everybody we're going to go sweep left. And then as soon as you hike it, you just take off right. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
That was our only score of the game, Brent. And he scampered on the wrong play, went the wrong way, and got an 80-yard touchdown.
Looks like Burns just punted.
Yep. Burns down 1. It's third quarter still, just punted. Here's the touchdown. Here's Tyler Arrington's second touchdown. On the curl, he caught about the 5-yard line, broke 1 tackle, 2 tackles, shook a third. 2 guys run into each other, and Tyler walks in for the touchdown. That gave them 13-0 lead. Go ahead, Brent.
I was going to say, you talk about special teams being important, and this Shelby Burns game has had 3 extra points missed out of 4.
Right. And remember, South Point lost by 1 point because they missed an extra point. When these games get close, that's when the special team, like a lot of these games, Chase and East Gaston right now, it doesn't matter if either team's got a kicker because the game's 40-0.
Yep.
But when these games get close in high school, these kickers are extremely important. Here's East Lincoln's score on their first score of the game that tied Bandy's. Now here's where the quarterback rolled all the way out, almost in the Bandy's bench, and then threw it into the corner for the touchdown. Let's throw it one more time for you folks. If you'll watch, the quarterback rolls out to the 30, and then throws it from there, and then got a man open in the back corner of the end zone for a touchdown. So Bandy's, that's when they led tied the game 7-7.
Got a couple of updates. Chase 55-12 over East Gaston. TJ Thomas Jefferson now leads Christ the King 61-0. South Point 31-0 over East Rutherford. High Brighton 35-0 over Drawn. Of course, we said East Lincoln 17, Bandy's 14.
This is a Burns touchdown. Cut the score 13-6. This is Ryan Thompson to L.J. Allen for the score.
A little trickaroo there.
So this was the handoff. This is a running back, halfback pass. Burns handed off to the running back and then tossed it in the end zone. He was wide open. He almost threw it into coverage, Brent. There was one guy back there. And, when the running backs go to throw it, you never know what's going to happen. And he was wide open in the end zone. He kind of threw it up the middle, threw a pick, but they got the touchdown anyway. Fantastic job, Ryan Thompson to L.J. Allen.
Looks like Shelby's going to have to punt. So this is just a punts back and forth.
I didn't even look. I looked down and looked up, and you guys were punting. So, all right, this was Bandy's from 40 yards out. Rolls left, rolls right. Oh, Brent, this is the wild play. All right, this is on the radio. And they called it. I don't know if they called it an interception. He says Payton wrote down interception, but it looks like one of those. It may be an interception or a fumble. So Brent, let's see if you can kind of figure out what happened here. This is the play, folks. We're listening on the radio. Complete mayhem. Bandy's has the ball and they're trying to punt. So let's start this over. So Bandy's is punting. They're on the left side. East is in the orange. So he rolls left, stops. So right now he has stopped and going backwards. He rolls right, breaks 2 tackles, tosses the ball up in the air. That's what happened. I think they said they thought he kicked it. You saw the ball fly straight up in the air. East Lincoln catches it and then rumbles all the way down in about the 5-yard line or so. Did they call score? Yeah, the refs called touchdown. So that was the touchdown play for East Lincoln. I mean, Brent, each game has had a play of the night nominee so far.
Yeah, that one.
The reverse against Bessemer.
Yeah.
Tyler Arrington, either one of them really.
Or even that trick play.
The trick play for Burns. And then we've had this one in the East Lincoln Bandy's play. South Point East Rutherford's the only one we're missing something crazy for so far. This is something happened with the video on this one. It didn't come through. Cherville on the Davidson score, so sorry for the Davidson folks. Here's Cameron Sweezy, 65-yard pass to Dorian Starnes. We haven't had it on from our end. We saw it live in the studio here watching it. So Dorian catches the ball here at the 40.
Look at all those
Brent.
white shirts.
He's got 3 white shirts even with him and 4 in front of him, and not a soul gets anything of a hit on him from here on out, do they? He just slips through.
Yeah.
Straight up the middle. Maybe 2 hands touched him. Like 7 people. You think Coach Wilbanks will have something to say about that in film study?
Yeah, and I mean, nothing against Dorian, but he's
Right.
a linebacker tight end.
He's
not
not supposed to
exactly
do
the
that.
fastest player.
No. You know, that's some of those, Brent, when you're back there at DB and you see Dorian Starnes with the ball, you make a medical decision not to, or business decision as they call it, not to make that tackle. Well, look, I paused it there. One kid's getting his hand on.
Go back just a second, because
let's see if I can
the
find
DB's coming up like he's going to make a big hit, and then he kind of runs sideways. Then he decides, I'm going sideways.
You talking about the safety here in the middle?
Yeah. Maybe not.
He ducked his head and missed him. Watch him. He ducked his head, Brent, and he missed where he was hitting. Boom. That's it.
Yep.
So we talk about that safety here in the middle of the field on the Bulldogs. He ducks his head as soon as right here. See, his head's going down. Missed him, and Starnes breaks free. So, you know, Brent, for it to be a 13-12 game, both teams have had some poor tackling.
Yep.
And some excellent tackling. Kind of weird to break. How do you break that down, or how do you even, you know?
I would say 3 of really all 4 touchdowns were kind of bad tackling or bad angles.
Right. You had a trick play, so bad coverage. You had bad tackling on Dorian. You had bad tackling on Tyler's second one, or both of them on
Really,
Tyler's.
both of them, yeah.
This is East Lincoln. No, this is South Point on the pitch out to the right, of course, on the option, not a sweep. And they take it in on the option, 17-0.
So end of the third there at Burns, still 13-12.
This is Davidson's other score. So 17-7. Community School of Davidson leading over Cherville. Drop back 2 steps, throws it deep, beats him to the corner for the touchdown. Nice little play, Brent. Check this one out. I mean, it's one of those where the quarterback just takes 1 step and throw it type things, but still the receiver made an excellent play.
Nice. Over the shoulder.
Yeah, the receiver, I mean, I can't say enough. He faked in, got the DB to take 1 step in, went by him, touchdown into the corner. Davidson Spartans lead now over the Ironmans 17-7. Touchdown in the corner. All right. Here's a 23-yard run by Highland Tech's Kamari Shepard, giving Highland Tech the 21-8 lead over the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a big night in Highland if they win this game. I mean, just know, Brent, with 16 players, I just want you to watch this. Watch the defensive line for Bessemer. First of all, everyone's standing up, it looks like. Is anybody down? 6, 7, 8. I see 8 people in the box and nobody down. There was one guy down on the line. So look at this line. The end misses completely. And then when this running back takes off, look, not a single other person's in the backfield. You get 16 people, it's tough to get penetration. And nothing there, and he scoots on in. Touchdown. Big night for Highland Tech right now. 21-8 over Bessemer City. This is a field goal attempt for East Lincoln in the third quarter to make it 17-7. Kicks up and good.
Shelby fumbles it.
Did Shelby have the ball?
Yeah, and Burns got it.
Burns just recovered a fumble
on Shelby's half of the field.
in Shelby territory. 11:45 to play in the game. They're in the fourth quarter now. So here's South Point going up 24-0 on East Rutherford. Pitch out to the left side. Touchdown Red Raiders. That's East Rutherford in the black. Here is another score for Community School of Davidson. Now 24-7 over Cherville Ironman in Cherville right now. Cherville's in the all blue there. Davidson in the white. Handoff right side, off tackle, touchdown. Community School of Davidson makes it 24-7. Here's the East Rutherford. Here's South Point scoring again. Brent, once it started, the floodgates opened up against East Rutherford. I guess they found that hole that they needed to run through. The light there.
What do you got
in
now?
our camera.
I had 31, but could be worse now.
And as he bounces out to the right side, all the way to the end zone for the score. 31-0. South Point is the last thing I've got so far. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, that's what
Highland Tech opening up in Bessemer City, 27-8 right now. Luke Whitted to Nehemiah Smith, 61-yard touchdown pass. Let's check out this score. Highland Tech, one of the biggest wins in program history tonight. 27-8 on this play. Play action. Steps up in the pocket. Nice little arm. He threw it about 40 yards off his back foot. Caught. DB misses the tackle and down into the end zone. Highland Tech leads Bessemer City tonight. So Bessemer and Cheryl's not having good nights tonight. East Rutherford now 38-0 there, Brent.
Yeah. I was just going to tell you the same thing.
Lucas McConnell. Touchdown and gives East the 24-14 lead against Bandies. So let's check out this touchdown from about 30-some yards out. Quarterback steps up in the pocket, tosses it up, jump ball in the corner, touchdown. Mustangs lead at Bandies 24-14, and they've got 2 touchdowns, Brent. Just you kind of tossed it up there in the corner, and nobody was there. Into the third quarter.
So they're up by 10 now. Okay.
Yeah,
so they've just closed it.
24-14.
Okay. I've got Chase. I think I told you this one, 55-12.
Shoo.
Over East Gaston.
There's the end of the third quarter. Shelby sacked Cameron Sweezy on the play. Second interception of the night for East. They get another pick. Let's check it out.
Sweezy throws it. Knocked away by Arrington.
Another tipped pass, interception for East Lincoln. Final score, Andre, 27-8. Highland Tech wins against Bessemer City. Third quarter, Shelby 13, Burns 12 right now. Well, fourth quarter, sorry. They got 10 minutes left in the fourth right now. 10 minutes 35. All right, folks, watching the Redzone channel, we want to thank you guys for watching tonight, for watching our live highlight show. Brent Pasco's been here. Andre Bush is here in the house. Dennis Davis, JP, Calvin Hastings. Stay tuned. Coming up at 9:30. Coming up at 9:30, folks, we're going to have we're going to have the post-game show tonight brought to you by Full Throttle Power Sports. Here's another touchdown for Community School of Davidson at Cherryville. Let's pull that up before we step out here on the highlight show. Then of course Caleb did something wrong. He must have hit the picture button and not his video button, so he missed that one then. So Cherryville, Landon Hahn scores to make it 31-14. Cherryville cuts the lead against Community School of Davidson. All right, Brent, we're going to go watch the rest of this Burns-Shelby game. And, folks, we'll be back at 9:30 for the postgame show on YouTube only tonight. YouTube only tonight for the postgame show. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors. So we're going to sign off right now on the Redzone radio show. I'm going to let a little bit of radio play here. You guys can stay tuned here for about 5 or 10 more minutes. I'll let a little bit more radio play of the game, and then we'll kick it out to we're going to stop the stream because we got to get going at 9:30 for the postgame show. So thanks for tuning in again tonight. WhatsUpShopper.com, YouTube, Redzone Radio.
So it's getting kind of late in this ball game. That's the score on your Mr. Sparky scoreboard is 13-12, and punted away is Goodson. And this time they do like you tell them to. They catch it. Did the ball come loose?
No,
I think Arrington's got it. So they're going to have it on the 35-yard line. That punt not as good as the others. But now Shelby's going to take the ball on their own 35-yard line. with 8:40 left to go, Jeff.
25-yard punt, no return.
But really, Burns has had a couple big plays. They really haven't sustained a drive. And Shelby, the one they sustained came away with no points. So right now is when, if you're Shelby, you really want to sustain a drive and score. If you're Burns, you're looking for a way to get off the field one more time. And here comes the blitz, and they run away from the blitz, so it was a good call. As Brown came on the blitz, but the rush went the other way, got about 5 or 6 yards.
Going to get 4 yards on that play. Again, that was a very fortunate play call. And I think that's Adams on that run.
So second down, 6.5 yards.
8-19.
So, and counting. Looked like a man moved early, don't get it, but Phillips going to be knocked down right around the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, going to bring up third down 6.
Third down, I think you're going to give him a yard. It's going to be third down and 5. The ball's at the 41.
Third down 5.
The line to gain is the 46.
So 5 yards to go, and Burns, as I said, really needs to get off the field to keep the momentum. But, you talk about Burns having the momentum. After you make a big defensive stand like that, you can feel it shift.
When Burns had the ball 1st and 10 on the Shelby 26, if you told Shelby after a punt they were going to get it on their own 36.
Wow. High school football, you just never know. Quick pass and caught and through a tight window.
I tell you what, it's like it went through a defensive back.
Man,
I don't know how it got there.
So that was Shell who makes up for his earlier drop with a great catch there, and that moves it into Burns territory at the 49. So it is first down and 10, 7:24, 7:23, time becoming somewhat of a factor here in a 1-point game.
Another
S&R Auto Sales first down. Okay, we haven't had enough to remind us to make sure we say that. Brown coming on a blitz again. They throw over. It's a drop pass. I think he dropped it.
He caught it with his knee on the ground, so it's going to be a completion, but it's going to be a loss of 2.
Okay, so a 2-yard loss.
I tell you what, that's a dangerous pass. The 2 receivers did a great job of holding their blocks, because if anybody had missed a block, Burns would be kicking an extra point right now.
And a good sign for Burns is Dorian Starnes is back out on the field.
Second down and 12. Again, we're down to 6:40 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's not been a lot of scoring, but there's been a lot of excitement.
There has.
Sinafani.
There has.
The name of it.
Second down and 12. Hewitt in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers again. I think that's Phillips, the lone setback. Hewitt's got it. He's being chased. He's being sacked. So he fumbled it, but it was out of bounds. The tackle started out. Don't get a penalty, young man. As Goodson, there is a penalty
I believe there's
flag.
a penalty flag. It's probably going to be holding on Shelby.
Well,
from where it is, that's almost always a hold.
See, but you got to be careful if you're Goodson. You're celebrating, but if you get up and he calls that taunting play, you got to be careful.
Here's the thing. Football players watch college and pro, and they see how those guys react to big plays.
Right.
And
correct.
They think that's how you're supposed to act on big plays. And so sometimes you get in some serious trouble, because in high school they're much more likely to call that taunting penalty than they are in the college and the pros.
Be careful with that, young man. Great play by Goodson, though.
So it's going to be third down and 19.
Now, Shelby's had some big plays on third and long, though, Jeff. So I'm sure Coach Devine is reminding his guys of that, to buckle down here, a chance to get off the field. Third and long for the Golden Lions as they come out with 4 wide receivers again. And snap a little low, but Hewitt's got it. He lets it go. Man in space. They're going to have to tackle. And he gets away, and he's still running, and he's got a first down and more. He's right there at the 35-yard line. Check that. He's going to be about 3 yards, 4 yards beyond the first down. And there it is, Jeff. An S&R Auto Sales first down. Another big play on third and long.
That was some really good downfield blocking. Some of the guys up here in the press box wanted a flag, but there really wasn't. I mean, there really wasn't a block in the back that time.
But that is just a dagger. You got him 3rd and 19. You need to get off the field there. And Shelby just makes a great play and moves the sticks. They're to the 35-yard line. A little over 6 minutes left to go in the game. Hewitt is going to hand to Phillips. Phillips picks his way. He finds some room off the right side, and he's still running. It's to the 20. It's to the 15. It's to the 10, which is ridden out of bounds. It's going to be about a 25-yard run.
I think he's going to be down at the 8-yard line. First and goal.
First and goal Lions. I tell you what, Jeff, I mean, it's deflating when you give up that big play on 3rd and long, and then you give up that big run, and
that's the
now
first,
you really need to buckle down.
First big run. Now again, Golden Lions have had trouble in these small situations.
Okay, so Phillips chopped down. He doesn't get much. Going to be 2nd and goal.
Yep, I think he's going to get 2. Again, what I'm trying to say is once Shelby's has gotten down inside the 30, they have had just an awful time moving it very far. So it's 2nd and goal at the 6.
Yeah, at the 6. Give him a couple, maybe, Jeff.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm going to give him 2.
So they're definitely
5:35 remaining.
They're in field goal range. So a field goal does make it. You have to score a touchdown.
Right.
So that would be big. Any kind of points here are big, but a touchdown is huge. So Hewitt, with a little pistol set, going to give it to Phillips again, straight ahead rubber. He's stacked up, and he doesn't get much, Jeff. It's going to be 3rd down and goal.
I think he's going to get absolutely nothing. So it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 6, and it's on the right hash. Kicking a 23-yard field goal from the hash is difficult.
You know what you got to be careful of here is a play-action pass. If I'm Will Banks, I'm going to run play-action, bootleg my quarterback out.
The problem with the play action is that Shelby just hadn't had much time on the play action.
Yeah.
So now Shelby's going to the Wildcat, and you got to figure they got to pass off this.
Yeah, they do. Or you got to figure they're saying, okay, we're going to try 2 plays, and the Wildcat's not going to be a pass, it's going to be a run. And did he get in? He's fighting.
That's Adams.
He's
for the
fighting,
touchdown.
and Adams, did they signal touchdown?
Yeah, he's laying in the end zone. Yeah, that's Adams. 6-yard run.
So Adams punches it in for the Golden Lions and makes it 19-12 on your Mr. Sparky scoreboard. So the Shelby Golden Lions get the key play is the conversion on the 3rd and 19.
So there's 4:34 remaining, and this is a huge extra point.
So if you're Shelby, you took 4 minutes off the clock and you went and scored a touchdown, then this could make it.
Berkowitz in for the point after.
And kick is up, and I'm not going to say until I say a signal. Kick is good, so we'll be back in 30 seconds. And once again, that's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown for the Lions. That makes it 20-12 on your Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're listening to the W.
The 10.
Man.
Yeah, that's Big Ben Cutter there with the stick. Watch out for him running across the middle of the field.
Down on the field.
Yeah, kid on the field for Bandies with his helmet off, and he is in some pain. We're going to step away here. 1:48 left to play. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
For advice you can trust, see Kiever Pharmacy in Lincoln, where they are a partner in your health, and they feature personalized care just for you. From medication management to immunizations to diabetes care, you get it all at Kiever Pharmacy. They are your local pharmacy that you can trust with the best in personalized care, advice, and services. That's Kiever Pharmacy, 1814 East Main Street in Lincoln. Online at KieverPharmacy.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Monty. We are CBD East Main.
Adding CBD into your routine can help provide a calm and peaceful vibe.
For some extra help, add a Delta 8 THC gummy or vape to provide a daytime boost or a sleep-inducing effect to end your day.
Come see us at 224 East Main Street in downtown Lincolnton. We are open daily and have the largest selection of CBD and THC products in the area.
We offer local delivery out to 10 miles, curbside pickup, and ship nationwide. Shop online 24/7 at cbdeastmain.com.
Take advantage of a special offer on the versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Switching attachments is simple, and a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation. The Kubota BX Series, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. You own the land. Now, make it yours. Get the Kubota BX 2380 for payments as low as $99 a month.
Your Kubota dealer is Fargo Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, off Highway 74 at Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain.
Trust isn't something that happens overnight.
The fourth quarter, a 57-yard pass by Caden Beaver to Landon Hahn.
Beaver, the quarterback. Here's the snap. Fakes handoff. Looking to throw the football. Got a receiver open. Throws it to Landon Hahn. He's hitting and out of bounds. So that's going to be a pickup of maybe about 5 yards. Nice pass play. Brought down by number 22, and that's Bennett McCrary tonight. So Beaver brings them to the line of scrimmage. They're on about the 22-yard line, looks like, 21.
There's going to be a time
All sides on the defense. A penalty. I didn't even see the flag.
I didn't either.
The side judge right here threw the flag, but I didn't see him throw it until he picked it up.
12 penalties, 80 yards by the Spartans tonight.
Stay tuned to the postgame show, folks. Under a minute here. Danny Aker will have that. Here's a pass play. Throws it to Landon Hahn. Good play there. Landon Hahn's going to pick up probably about 4 or 5 yards on a first down. Clock is running under 40 seconds. They need to hurry up offense. Try to get this in the end zone. This would be huge if they can get it in the end zone.
Oh, absolutely.
Beaver, the quarterback, downs it, spikes it right there. Danny will have your halftime show, folks, brought to you by Moss Realty. And also you have a recap of the game brought to you by Great Outdoors. And he'll have the player to watch brought to you by Carolina Federal Credit Union. Also the offensive player of the game, Parker Farm Service, and defensive player, Ferguson Hardware.
All right. Third down.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and end the show. Like I said a few minutes ago, we was about to end it. Thank you for watching the Redzone radio show. The postgame show will restart again on the same channel right about 9:30. As soon as the Shelby Burns game gets over, we'll be starting. We really don't have to wait on them for radio, but we're going to get on about 9:30, 9:35. So tune back in, and we'll be back on for the Full Throttle Power Sports postgame show.